Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Suzette Vearnon. And before my day gets started, I wanted to take a moment every Monday, as I usually do, after my Enough Factor podcast episode post, to give you a little post episode commentary. Hi, Doug. To give you a little bit of commentary based on what the episode was about. So if you haven't had an opportunity to listen to my Enough Factor podcast, please do so. How to get it and everything, how to log in is in the description. And we're also on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes. We are on TuneIn. We're on Podbean, and we're on Google Play Music. So if those are your preferred podcast platforms, then if you just type in Enough Factor podcast in the search box, you will find me. So thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. I wanted to give you a little bit of commentary. I only have a little bit of time because I have another meeting at 11:40. So this is going to be the quickest commentary ever in my history of Facebook Lives. So I want you to stay close, and it's going to come quick. If you come in the middle, don't worry about it. Listen to the replay, okay? But one of the things that was something that made me go, in my podcast episode yesterday was a statement that Joi Worthy Johnson, who was my guest, said. She said, you can be holding on to a fantasy and rotting on the inside. And that was really profound because I have an experience with it. As a matter of fact, something very simple. I am finally getting to a point where I'm beginning to nurture plants instead of kill plants. I don't know how many of you out there have problems growing plants, but I was the worst. Put a plant near me, it would dry up and die. It didn't matter whether I sang to it. It didn't matter what I did. Sunlight, no sunlight, water, no water. It would die. And so, thank goodness, I've been able to nurture some plants and they are thriving, right? And I think when they say when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. So for Christmas, I ended up being given another plant. So I said, okay, God, the universe is promoting me now because I'm good with this plant. Now I can broaden my horizons, right? And nurture a different variety of plant. Things were going along super duper great until one day I looked at my plant, which was beautiful the night before, and a part of it had broken. I don't know what caused it, but it had broken and it was laying over to the side. So I thought to myself, okay, let me see if this is one of those kind of plants that if I put it in water, it'll form roots. I didn't know, but it was such a beautiful plant. I didn't want to throw it away without trying. So this is my plant. I brought my plant for you to see. My pretty, pretty plant. Isn't it pretty? Isn't that a gorgeous plant? Beautiful plant. And it was doing so well. But you know what I noticed? The leaves here. It's starting to die. Now, here's the thing. When I first put the plant in water, it looked gorgeous. For 2 to 3 weeks, it was thriving, it was vibrant. And I said, okay, if I can put it in water and give it the right amount of sunlight, put it, not direct sunlight because it's a very colorful plant, but if I can do the same thing, possibly it'll grow roots and it'll live, right? And so it looked gorgeous for 3 weeks. Gorgeous. And I was like, oh, I'm on to something. But I noticed when I looked at it lately, it all used to look like this top part. Can you see how pretty and green that is? But don't you notice it's starting to droop? It's losing color and it's starting to droop. And it took it a long time. Now, I thought it was thriving. I thought it was thriving. But guess what I had to realize? It was slowly dying all the time. It was slowly rotting, and I didn't know it because it looked like it was thriving. And to me, that really demonstrates so much of what Joi said. You can be holding on to a fantasy. It can be something that you really want to be true. You've lived to experience it. You've pursued this fantasy. Reality is trying to tap you on the shoulder, but you're holding on to this fantasy. And to everybody else, you might be looking like you're thriving. Green, like my plant, beautiful, leaves full, luscious. And you might even fool yourself into thinking that you're thriving. But rot can be happening slowly on the inside. And it really, I know it's a plant, and some people might say, well, it's just a plant, Suzette. But it was so beautiful. And because it disconnected from its source, and is not the kind of plant that can form its own roots, I'm looking at it. And I see the direction it's going in. The leaves are drooping. They're losing their suppleness. And I'm seeing now what was happening for 3 weeks, but it didn't look like it. It looked gorgeous. I mean, y'all, it looked gorgeous. But now I see what's been happening all the time. And so the message to me that I want to pass on to you is listen to your soul, because you can't fool it. If your soul is happy, you know that it is. If your soul is not, stop ignoring it. We give ourselves a pass. We say, oh, things aren't going that well, but I'm not feeling that great, but I don't like the situation I'm in, but it could be worse. Every time we put a but there, we discount the truth that our soul is trying to teach us. And it doesn't speak audibly, but it gives nudges and unctions and groans and sighs. It shows up as you feeling drained. You not feeling as motivated as you used to feel. That somehow or another, in your running for your fantasy, running for your dream, running for what you think things should look like, trying to hold on to it, you're ignoring what you've been given by God to let you know you're on the right track. Your soul is there to let you know when you're on the right track. You don't have to train it. You don't have to psychoanalyze it. You don't have to rationalize it. When you are happy, you feel joy. When you're doing what you love, your soul smiles. But when somehow or another you were doing what you loved, but it got hijacked somehow, you took a detour, a wrong turn, you don't know for sure. All you know is you're starting to feel sad. You wake up crying. You don't feel motivated to do it anymore. You're tired. That's not a sign that says try harder. That's not a sign that says, hunker down, push harder. No, that's a sign to take a step back and pay attention. So I gotta run, but I hope this commentary really blesses you today. I hope it motivates you to listen to the full episode. Joi Worthy Johnson is a jewel, and her own unique way of expressing just speaks life to you. So I hope if you haven't had a chance to listen to the episode, that you'll do so. And if you want to be a part of a growing community, right now we are about I think last time I looked, we're almost 50-ish strong. We're getting close to there. But we're a growing community of enough warriors, because we are not allowing other people to define what makes us enough any longer. We are redefining it for ourselves on our own terms. And so I have put together a community where I get underneath the skin, and I do it on purpose. I get down to the soul. I get down to what matters. And I'm the first person to out myself, because I feel like with social media and all these other things, we put on a public face that looks great for social media. But I don't want you to be putting on a public face, being a public success and a private failure. And the only way you become a private failure is when you ignore who you truly are. So I hope this has blessed you all. I got to run. For those of you who are just joining, please listen to the replay, and you will agree this is the shortest Facebook Live I've ever done. But I think the impact is just as great. So you all have a wonderful Monday, and listen to what your soul is trying to say. Okay? I love you all. Peace. Bye.